So, hello. Here I'm talking about our technical report along with my partners Hadi Balharith, Fatima Larry, Nizian Yao, Christian Yoin, and it was done on February the 16th of 2016. That's a table of the content that we had. We had about 13 pages of a report suggesting either we should go with these options: LED, CFL, or incandescent bulbs. I made those papers to summarize everything, and thanks to my group members, we finished it all. I made those papers kind of messy, but it gets to the point. So the parts that we had about 6 parts. I'm not gonna talk about the last ones because it will be on the report, but we'll talk about the executive summary. We'll talk about the introduction, the investigation methods, results and discussion, and recommendations. So the executive summary, it is a transition in bulbs between the old and new. Light bulbs, we're talking about incandescent light bulb. We're talking about 150 years ago that was invented. The second one is LED, which is a new one. It was invented 7 years ago. The CFL, the compact fluorescent light, and that was invented in 1976. The things that we're gonna talk about is the introduction here. The introduction, we mentioned the shapes because each light has different shape. And then we move to, and the introduction has an overview of where we're gonna talk about what type of lights, and they're made, their time references and stuff. Investigation methods, we talked about prices and electricity cost. And when we talk about costs, we're talking about operation cost and power outlet of electricity. And then we move to results and discussion, where we have cash flow diagrams for LED, CFL, incandescent, and the present value over discount rate and sample calculation. And then we had a table of the operational cost, power outlet, lifespan, and environmental impact for each of those. And then in the appendix, we had the cash flow and net present values. I'm not gonna go deep on that. Then we're gonna talk about the process that we had to go through. The research, and it was done. And then the cash flow chart, and it was done, and it was over 10 years. And then we had to go after that to net present value chart, and it was done. We had it regarding function for discounted rate, and it was graphed. And our choice was LED, discount between 0 and 10%. That was our choice. And we had the prices at the end. We concluded to be LED will be $18.18, CFL is $22.10, and incandescent it was 83.45 cents. Those are the names of my group members. Introduction. In the 19th century, the light bulbs was invented, and we're talking about the incandescent bulbs. And then at the 1976, we had the CFL, and it was 10 times longer than the incandescent, and it is 25% efficient in energy. LED, it was 25 longer than the CFL, and it is 80% less energy than the CFL. And it was between the 2008 and 2013 price dropped 85%, where it was really expensive before. And those two, the major companies that makes them, Philips and General Electric. And it is holding 80% of the market share. And we're talking about 5 important things. We talk about lights: energy efficient, life reduction, lifespan, and distribution, and color quality. Where our study is going to be about Arizona, and our main reason to make that study is the cost in performance and efficiency. Investigation methods. There were research, and we had it in.
Excuse me, I did just